Hi, okay. This is fixing the digital dash, part 2, really. I don't know if there's going to be a part 3 or whether it's just going to be part 2. So the wiring loom has arrived. I've opened the box to see that the blue connector is in there, but I haven't looked at it in detail yet. I've been unwell the past couple of days, so I thought this is something I'll do today inside. So I don't know whether this will include fitting it on the bike as well, but we'll go through trying to get the pins out. There's two options here: either snip all the wires and just reconnect them on the bike, so take the old connector off that's broken and put this one on and connect them all up. I don't really fancy that, it's kind of messy and open to all sorts of problems, connection problems. I'd have to make them, I don't know, yeah, it'd be tricky. I don't really want lots of connectors in there, so I'd rather just take the one big blue connector off and stick the one, hopefully that's in here, that's alright, hopefully it's alright, on. That is the plan. So let's do this together and see how it goes. Best laid plans of mice and men and all that. I'll bring you back in a sec when we're just looking at the box. Oh, I'll get it out and get it out. Well, this is quite dirty, actually. It's quite mucky, this wiring loom. It's come off a bike, it's sort of greasy and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to use gloves. So okay, I'll pause this and I'll bring you back for you, which is going to be in a second. I can pause this. Okay. There it is. Done. Let's get it out of the box. Box to one side. What have we got here? So, give me the glasses on. Yeah. So this is, let's have a look. Can you see everything? Might be better. Here's the fuses. Let's have a look. Do we have any spare fuses? That'd be useful. Right, so, oh look, fuses. So that means spare fuses. I have to take them out, see what they're like. But that's quite useful, isn't it? What's this one for? What's this? Let's get some like mini pliers and stuff. I lost my snout nose pliers, so I thought I'd get this kit. I didn't realise it was quite so mini, but still quite useful. Does anyone know what this is? Looks like a blanking plug. Oh look, it's like a 3-prong. Does this just cut off the fuses while you're doing something on the bike or something? What is that all about? This is when I need the manual, isn't it? Oh, interesting. I'll have to look that up. Let's have a look. Oh. Yeah, that's all right. So, it's me putting it back. Probably, I should just take all these out and keep them as spare. This is my pot of bike stuff. Oh, look, got a handy bag. Let's put that in there. Probably fast forward this bit while I'm taking the fuses out. Okay, and also, oh look, it's got relays. If I'd have known this earlier, I wouldn't have had to buy a relay, which cost me like 20 quid, I think. There's one like this. Oh look, another one. That's the other one. Bulbs. 21 watt times 2. Oh, this is. Oh, this must be the headlight. This must be the main beam relay. Quite good, these rubber things. Are really on there quite well. So I've got all these spare relays. That's absolutely marvellous, isn't it? Tell you what, these gloves make things difficult. I may just have to get dirty hands bringing about these rubber things. So when you think that the one relay I bought for like nearly 20 quid, this must be a starter relay, mustn't it? Surely to God, the size of it. Then if they sold all these things separately second hand, not as new, they could have sold them for a tenner each. I mean, I paid, it was up for 29 quid on eBay, but I had a discount code, so I got it for 28. Yeah, not much off, but still 28 quid for the whole lot. 4 relays, starter relay. I mean, it's probably 50 quid's worth of second hand relays. 6. I mean, yeah, that's amazing. 30 quid. They could have made double the money by splitting it up, taking all that stuff off, couldn't they? Sure, this is not so cheap to find either. This is going to set me up for some years to come, isn't it? Should I keep the bike for a long time? Which I always intend to, but whether I do or not. My bike is like 28 years old. It's a 1998 age. It's got 47,000 miles, which isn't that bad. For the VFR 800s, I mean, they can do car mileage, 150,000 miles or more, really, if you look after them. That's not a problem, but age of stuff does go in the end. Well, I could sell that a lot and get my money back from the... I'm not going to, I think I'll keep them. It's the wisest thing to do, but maybe I can even resell the loom without the blue plug. So that's all the fuses, and I think all the relays. I think that's all the relays. Here we go. The main event. This is what we're all here for. The blue plug. Yeah, look, can you see that? It's there. It's all there. The clip that holds it in. The end, the spiky bit. And it's also not broken at the edges like mine is. What's this? Look, let's see this white thing there. It clips up like that. What's that about? No, maybe it's just original, but it looks a bit like aftermarket, like someone's had this apart. This is why I have this little stuff in here, all little picks and things like this. Maybe if I put that in there, where's the springy bit? Because they would have been pushed in from the back. So I think there must be a spring that springs up that locks in this end. This is overkill. This is like a 2000 watt light. I bet you out there, you lot out there might be saying, oh, you need to do it like this. Oh, now the bottom bit. This bottom lip is just stuck on there. So I have to push that in. Now, this bit. And it's out. I don't have to worry about colour coordination because when I go on the bike, I'm going to take one out of the bike and then put it in here. Take the next one out of the bike and put it in here, and I can just copy which one goes where. So that's fairly simple. I haven't broken anything yet. It's very simple. Just push down on the top. Just push down on the top of the metal pin. Comes out of the thing that grips it. It pulls out, looses itself from the plastic catch. And then push down on this bit. So it goes out like that. You could, if you saw that. There we go. Let's just check. Wow, that was simple in the end, wasn't it? Let's push one back in and take it out again. Push that in. Yep, and that's in. It's locked. Okay, so it's okay. And then just pull it out. This is a risky business, doing it twice, but just wanted to check that the locking mechanism still works. So I don't know if you can see. Oh, not that way. In there, you can probably see down there. But it's got blue clips at the top that come down that hold into the back of this. Let's get this out of the way. So on the back of these, I've got these holes. You can see that. Got those holes, those blue clip that's at the top of each one in there clips into that. What I did was push down on this to get it out of that blue clip, and mainly they just pulled out, or you can push these in at the end to get it out. So that's it. Yeah, so that was a lot more simple. Well, that was as simple as I hoped it was going to be. I don't know why this slidey thing goes up and down on here, on there. I don't know why that, because on the bike that was down like that, but it had been messed with and someone had put some tape around it. So I don't know if normally that should be up. And they just make connections at the end. I don't know. If you know, you can say in the comments. But that is it. That's really simple. And also made a lot of gains with all the relays, etc. And this relay, I don't know if this is a star relay, it's just off of the battery, but I don't know how much that is. But if all these things, I'm sure if I want to buy them, they add up to much more than what this harness was. I'm sure a lot of harnesses don't come with the relays and everything. That was a real bonus. Bargain at 28 quid. Because I was paying 28 quid just for this. Because I went on to Fowler's online and you can't get this separately. You'd have to buy a whole loom from Honda. I'm not sure how much that was. Might have a look. I'll put it up on the screen with a picture maybe. But it'll be probably at least hundreds of pounds, I would have thought, just to get this. Maybe there's a way of getting this somewhere else separately, I don't know. But this seemed a simple way to do it. So I'll put this in the pot there. And maybe in a second we'll be at the bike and I'll put it on. Do you need to see me put it on? It's just a reversal. I don't know. I'll think about it, but if not, this is the end of that. And if that's useful for you, if you've got a VFR 800 or even a VFR 750, because I think the dashes must be pretty much the same. Because those PCB boards, well, mine was from 1987, so it was definitely used on a VFR 750. And they just used it on the VFR 800s, at least up to 1999, maybe 2000. I think in 2001 the VFRs were still gear-driven cams, but I think they had the HISS Honda security thing on there then, so slight difference. So I don't know if there's slight differences with them, with all the electrics then. Back of the dash might still be the same. But anyway, that's that. Hope you like that, and I hope it's useful for someone if they've got a similar problem. If you've got the dash going on and off, what I did was put my hand behind the dash, took the fairing off, and just fiddled with all the stuff, and it came back on. I thought, oh, okay, it's a connector. And eventually I had to take it all off and have a look at the connector, and I found that it's broken. I didn't have dip beam because dip beam wouldn't come on, and that dip beam, I was amazed to find that dip beam and high beam have their own relays. My relay was smashed. It had a front ender at some time, and that's why, well, in 2000 it had a front ender. It was category S. I can't believe it's lasted all that time until I fixed it now. That's amazing, 26 years later. Unless it had another prang in between, but it wasn't recorded. Very useful. So I'll stick this back in the eBay box. I'll just resell it, but without the blue connector. Just say, wanted the blue connector, so sold, so took it off, but don't need the rest of it. Just sell it without the relays and stuff. I'm sure most people, most breakers, if they've got a brain, they take all the fuses out and they take the relays off and sell them separately. They might leave fuses in there because they're not much, are they? But the relays are relatively not cheap to buy. Especially original ones are quite nice to have if they're working. I think that's what I might do. I might resell this harness. Yep, okay. Thanks for watching.